Namaste and welcome yogis. My name is Ashley Lorenzo, and this is a short tutorial, or maybe better labeled as a discussion about Padmasana, the lotus pose. I really look at lotus pose as really one of the most sought after asanas. I think it's so beautiful. You see the Buddha underneath the Bodhi tree meditating, and there's this feeling of really peace and exquisite peace at that the lotus pose really offers to us. But what I do want to include in this video is, the warning or just the understanding that for most practitioners, lotus pose may not be accessible for anatomical reasons, or maybe even truly enjoyable or a good place to move for some of us, especially if we have injuries in the knee joint or in the hips or tightness in the low back. So in order just to get a better understanding of the shape and ways to enter the shape, especially if you're working towards it or already have the capability to be in it, that you're moving into it with an understanding of the shape and really a safe trajectory to move to it. So we'll go ahead and if you're seated, you can find a comfortable seat, or if you're just watching this video to understand, that's fine as well. We'll go ahead and begin with the legs just straight forward. And this video is created with the hope that you've been moving a little bit and you're not just blindly moving into the shape. So we'll want to look at both legs, and knowing that it's a true hip opener, one of the biggest ones, the Padmasana, we want to create a really big external rotation from the hips to start. So I'm going to go ahead and turn. I'll begin with my right leg. From the root of my right thigh, my right foot, right leg open. So I'm creating an opening, right, for the lotus shape. And I'll go ahead and bend my left knee. And then I'll create that same rotation in the left leg by letting the left knee fall open. So you can see him have a big rotation in each leg. And then knowing that the knee joint is a hinge joint, so that means the knee and the leg only moves into the sagittal plane, so not right or left. I like to just be very careful when I'm bending the knee, just to make sure that we're keeping that plane, keeping that movement along the sagittal plane and not torquing the leg in any way. So I like to very gently grab hold of the base of the outer shin and almost create a very slight feeling of external rotation even in the bottom shin. So almost drawing, especially if you have strong calves, from the calf muscle up. Yeah, so creating that rotation, it's very, very subtle. And then as you point the foot, maybe even guiding the heel up, right, towards the hip point, and almost encouraging the knee not to be altered so much, right? Letting that movement be really, really careful as you fold, right, the leg into that really sweet opening that you've created for the foot just to glide right in. And with the leg open now externally, right, the first leg, it's easier now with the rotation already created to allow the extended leg knee to bend and stay in the sagittal plane, so you're keeping the integrity of the shape. So as you bend from the knee, again, I like to just grab hold of the outer leg and lift up very gently, and again, almost guiding the foot in to that little socket. You can even use your hand to roll the calf muscle up if you need to. So you're more securely kept in the shape, right? Finding that deep rotation in the hips first and allowing the bend in the knee to stay in the sagittal plane, protecting the knee joint so there's not any torquing or trying to create a shape that really isn't anatomically possible in the body. So let's go ahead and make sure that we keep balanced on both sides. I'm going to go ahead and just re-extend my legs. So traditionally always beginning with the left leg on top, right? Or the left leg moving in first. So let's go ahead and start again, creating that external rotation in the left leg now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bend my right knee. So as I let the right knee fall open, and keeping that rotation here. And then grabbing hold of the outer shin, lifting the heel up. And then as I point the foot, almost grabbing from the fleshiness of the calf
rolling the skin up so I can bring the heel as high as I can into that little socket, that little pouch that we've already created for the foot just to glide into. And as we bend the bottom knee in the sagittal plane, I'll keep that integrity here as I draw the foot in, and again, just sliding it in. And for most of us, that'll create a feeling of really being really bound and steady in the seat, and hopefully allow us to maintain the Padmasana, the Lotus, without feeling too much pain in the ankle joint, especially not in the knee joint. Right? So just taking the time to really guide your body into those sweet spots where you can hold and maybe attain that feeling of enlightenment, right? Even if it's for just these fleeting moments in this really beautiful asana that we have the opportunity to experience. All right, hope this video was insightful. And if you have any questions, please just leave a comment below, or send this video to a friend if you found it helpful as well. Thank you so much, and namaste.